Welcome to the Renewal True Confessions podcast. We need what do you call it? A song.
A musical start.
Yeah, we need like a. It looks like what?
You're in a singing mode today.
Well, that came out of nowhere. Actually, I haven't been singing. Oh, I did sing a little bit, but we need a theme song. We need a theme song.
I'll pick a theme song. I don't know what it would be. Maybe that's what we asked the audience. Give us some ideas of a theme song.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I do not want to spend my time in rooms where I need to shrink myself in order to make it comfortable for other people. That's a no for me. I think too, a lot of that does have to do with what Laura was saying, like the energy balance, right? I want to be an extrovert when I'm vibing with people who are matching my frequency. If you do not, and you are an energy vampire and you are going to suck it out of the room, I am immediately an introvert, and I'm going to find a way to exit stage left with the quickness, because
everybody that comes to my home, I hold retreats here. They're like, your house is so amazing, Amy. It's not because it's Amy. My home's name is Magic Villa Evie. She is of a certain age, and I have to respect this woman. Every home has an archetype in feng shui based on when it's built. And so my archetype is the director. And you can imagine, as project managers, she wants me to come to her correctly. I have to ring a bell. And I have to have a conversation. I have to write out what my intentions are. I have to write out what I'm going to get done with her. It's a whole thing. Not everybody has a director archetype home, but this is the house I chose.
Going back to not always understanding the how something is showing up in your life, just accepting that I ask for it. I'm also preparing myself to receive it, right? I'm not going to keep doubting that because of the energy that I'm putting out. When I ask for something, I have to know and trust that it's on its way to me. I don't know how it's going to get here, but if I don't have faith that it's on its way, who else is going to believe in it? If I don't believe that this business is going to be successful, or that my work is impactful and can be life-changing, who else will? I know that's at least in alignment. This work is serving myself. This work is serving others, and it's working towards the greater good. Good things are going to continue pouring into this, and it's going to be a cycle, a beautiful cycle of give and receive. If you're just with yourself, how impactful that can be on your inner voice, on your inner self, and reprogramming. We've been programmed to believe certain things and have certain beliefs.
We can reinvent ourselves at our whim. Shut your eyes and see yourself victorious, stress-free, abundant, standing on the mountaintop. What would it be for me to feel liberated, free, and successful? Write it down. These are my actionable goals to get to that vision, to get to that better version of myself.
Yeah.
And that's our superpower. If we have the vision and we so choose to, we can.
I've been freelancing since the 90s. I didn't invent the internet, but I was one of the first people on it. I'm geeky that way. My stepdad was an engineer in the Air Force, so you better believe we had a Commodore 64.
Oh, I had one of those, yeah.
Kind of thing.
In the Big 20.
And my daughters, to this day, remember the sound that dial-up internet? All the sound.
Yeah.
Hear that? They're like, oh, it's so soothing, because we remember hearing that at night, Mom. Because after they would go to bed, I would log in and work.
Yeah.
And do other things, like chat. Remember AOL chat room?
Right.
But it's funny because the first line they mentioned is, I remember that sound. It was very, not comforting, but it was a signal to them that they were going to bed and it was time to sleep because Mom was getting online to do her thing.
Yeah. Whenever you stay quiet, I think of it as giving your power away. Whenever you don't say something, or you say yes to something that you don't really want to do, or you say no to something you really do want to do, it's just, there are so many ways we give our power away. And this idea of people pleasing and putting everybody else's needs before our own, often we think that is a selfless act. It really isn't. It really
Or
doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't serve you, and it
Stress.
really doesn't serve the other person ultimately either, even though it may seem like it at the time.
I used to cryotherapy and it helps immensely with my pain. But there's this process of getting completely nude, getting into it, and doing the time in the thing was like nothing. It was like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. It's not that long. You're freezing. What? It's colder than a witch's.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but that's how the thing goes.
having guidance and someone saying, let's really evaluate who you are and what makes you tick and what makes you passionate and what makes you turn on and what makes you light up. Once we do that, then the creative comes out and you can start feeling like yourself again. Cause I literally disassociated. I was so stuck in overwhelm and trying to overprove because I was never enough. I never knew enough. I was never good enough. I never had enough degrees, enough money. It was never what everyone I wanted. So I always felt like I am not enough. Once we stop looking for the external validation and waiting for everyone to go, oh, you're enough. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I always say everything that I learn that's helpful, I want to share it immediately. I just want to do that because if I've been through an experience that I struggled with and I've come through the other side of it, somebody else is going to benefit from me sharing that experience.
And that's a big part of it is the sharing. Sometimes you're a bit leery about you sharing certain things. And I'm more of an open book. I've been pretty transparent, but there is a fear in saying something out loud and seeing the reaction of somebody else who's okay. And a lot of times that can be very intimidating, knowing, oh, I just let that out there. I should have said that or whatever. But it's out there. So now we're going to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
It can be scary.
I didn't talk about myself because I thought, who's interested? My life's not that interesting. I thought people wouldn't really care. And people would tell me, people really want to hear your story. They want to hear about you.
So what made you keep going and why is it for you?
So even talking and thinking about it, it brings me anxiety. It's good to look back on this stuff because I just remember, so this entire business started between like 10 p.m. and midnight on my couch. That is exactly how it started. My kids would be in bed. I could never do anything until the kids were in bed and my husband's in bed. That is how this entire company started. So I just remember sitting on my couch in the dark. Okay, no matter what, this has to work. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No matter what, I have to keep going with this. I've lost too much time, too much money. I can't, if I quit, I would never have forgiven myself. I would have always thought, what if I could have helped? What if I could have done something? And how would things have been had I just been stronger to do it? So it wasn't even an option to quit.